Hello again, everyone. Melth here, with more of my Baldur's Gate 3 challenge run. This time one of my favorite battles of the entire game. The huge horde of shadow creatures that attacks you when you try to help Halsin open that portal to the Shadowfell and break the Shadow Curse. Should be a lot of fun. As usual, details of my challenge run are in the YouTube video description, and watch out for spoilers throughout this run. Alright, so here we are in the House of Healing. I think we might as well finish looting this place and then go over and talk to Halsin and do that Shadow Curse thing. I think this environment is a lot of fun and very cool in this kind of church-like hospital area. And going through as a first-time player, it was quite ominous, and I wondered what would be behind each blood-stained corner. But sadly, the answer, as it often is in Act 2, was nothing. The place is just empty. It's a really great environment, but it's kind of wasted. No real battle happens other than the one against Malice over in a comparatively uninteresting room. Not that there's nothing in his room, there is an upper level to it and whatnot, but you know, compared to some of the other places in here, like, you could have patients rising from the beds, and you could have all kinds of cool stuff happening, people firing at you from the rafters up above, and shadows popping out. Really, you know, the atmosphere in Act 2 is great for kind of inspiring some first-time dread and trepidation of what kind of invisible creatures could be around, but then there's just kind of, it's empty. There's no enemies in most areas. Disgusting Shar people hoarding all the medical supplies. I really don't think that Shar approves of medicine and healing people. Not as a general principle, anyway. Malice being pure evil again here. He really seems to have corrupted all the sisters who were, like, not as bad as he was. I am a little confused about some things with the Storm family. I mean, we know, of course, why Ketheric turned evil. I don't know why Malice was... I mean, Malice is in some ways worse than Ketheric. I don't know if he started off that way and just got away with it, or what, but... the doctor is absent forever, actually. I killed him.
You pigs have... Over there.
Go for the throat.
Not much of a fight.
How many die today? How many die tomorrow? No traps, please.
Anyway, the other thing I was saying was, some of these dead Thorms might have come out of the mausoleum of the Thorms that Balthazar's getting into and so forth. Ah, this is really good. This, again, I think I mentioned last time. You know, there's Karabassen's poison and there's Karabassen's gift. The gift is a throwable grenade, I believe, that does not just paralysis, but also inflicts vulnerability to physical damage in an area, which is really, really good. One of them is kind of a generic coding, one of them is a more powerful grenade.
Might be useful. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
I think I keep losing my train of thought about the Thorms as I explore things here, but basically what I'm saying is, I don't really know how the timeline of Ketheric himself going evil, and turning to Shar, and then eventually turning to Necromancy and Myrkul later on, matches up with how his relatives, you know, Garen, Goth, Malice, and Thistobald turned evil, or might have been raised from the dead, or things like that. You know, Malice seems to be the only one who's like a total true believer in Shar still. Thistobald is bad, but, you know, mostly interested in like his own brewing and sulking about how Ketheric doesn't like him. Don't know how Lidwin became, and all the sisters for that matter, became evil one by one, I guess, and ended up just helping to torture and dissect a patient on that operating table. Oh, I didn't mean to start that fight. Okay. There's actually a fun battle. Alright, so we might need to put off the huge shadow battle I was planning on. This is a big fight, too.
Yes.
There we go. I feel like there might be more, too. Hopefully I'm not going to be missing out on any possible enemies here. This feels like a perfect opportunity to shoot like an ultra lightning bolt out and just wipe things out, but a lot of these guys are pretty fragile, so probably not actually worth the trouble compared to just lobbing a fireball or something. Something neat that occurred to me only after making this video, because I had kind of stumbled into this fight rather than planning ahead and thinking much about it in advance. The reason that there were some weak undead mixed in here is that these are the pilgrims who, way back in the Moonrise Tower episode, we had Belub send out to their deaths here. They're not really any stronger on defense now than they were in life, but at least their offense is like non-zero. We've got plenty of scrolls of fireball, I think. And hers is almost irresistible. Is there pixel hits that guy in the back too? Yeah, that's a good one. Let's roll. I do enjoy the burning to death sounds, I'll admit. Alright, let's see. We've got that one there. That did not count as a kill for him and therefore did not give him an action. If you get kills with Call of the Week, it does not always count as a kill for purposes of getting an extra action from Bloodlust. Well, I guess we might as well have him fire away at this guy. Can he kill someone efficiently without wasting a bunch of damage? Maybe we have Ballista come in and soften up that guy and weaken someone else too. Let's not push him though. Miss, but that should set up a star in at least for him to get a guaranteed kill if he hits, which is 95%, so that's probably going to happen. Who's left? There's one full health shadow in the back, and there's this guy, and then there's various slightly injured guys. That's pretty good.
Ready for battle.
You've still got a bonus action, which could probably finish that guy given that you have some radiant damage in your pocket. Let's go for that. That was kind of weird, the order of things there, but it's dead at least. That's nice. So who's left? One shadow way in the back. Can we get to him? No, we can't, unless we threw a bomb or something like that. The air elemental is definitely cool, but the shadow does resist them, I believe, so that's not going to be ideal for them. There we go. Is that the big bridge up there where you battle the Githyanki? No, that must be somewhere else. I remember my first time through this, and I've only done, 1.5 runs of this area, as I said before. This is my second time ever doing this fight. I came from an upper level and fought them like that. I feel like I kind of found out how many guys there were one at a time, which was pretty interesting as more and more guys popped up to what I thought would be an easy fight at first. The mist there doesn't help. Now to the birds. They're too far in the back to be helpful, it seems.
My victims await. On your command.
So the trouble is the skeleton's damage is resisted, I think, by the shadow. It resists physical and it's immune to necrotic, which is their other damage type. These guys Only resist necrotic, not immune to it. These guys resist the piercing part. I could probably ruin these guys with like a spike growth so they just can't get to me. With the druid. If I focus on and bring down the shadow, maybe. I'll give that a try. Oh, you know, I do also have shovel there. I try not to abuse his ability to move outside of combat, though. So if I can avoid any silliness with that, I will do so. Can't actually get to that guy. I do still have Minthara. It's probably my last best asset for this job. Can she throw a bomb that would wipe the guy out? Yes, but that would probably hurt my air elemental too. She could dash to give herself a little bit more movement, or Misty Step to give herself more movement. Given that it is that weak, she could probably just dash and then offhand it to death, right? Well then, shadows bring down these other guys, I would think.
Fail.
That should work. She's now kind of stuck in the middle, so the Dryad can't deal with him as well as it could have previously. But I bet we can shoot down that guy pretty fast. One more should do it, right? There we go. Alright, other pack of skeletons. Can you bring down the last Shadow Mastiff? Yeah, I forgot there were so many Shadow Mastiffs in the game besides that one secret pack of them.
And meat.
Well, I guess in there is the Morgue area, which we kind of did part of before. I feel like I should put that on my list to come back to. And for now, I guess get over and prepare for the giant Shadow Curse battle next time, given that I had this unexpected fight. That was fun, though. Glad to have a little surprise there.
On my way.
Alright, so let's get back in there and get up to the top level and finish exploring that. There's still a few treasures on the roof, I believe. There's an elevator here. I don't find that terribly helpful. I think that's the other way up. There we go. Okay. So we're up toward the roof here. And there's a few chests and other treasures up here, I believe.
I'll take that. Open up.
Ah, Banishment is a useful spell. As I've said before, always check all the rows of books. Some of them have scrolls on them, seemingly at random. Another reminder there have been like 5 gods of death or whatever in this setting. Merkel is not a very important one. Could have been a cool place to have a gargoyle battle. I do, as I said, wish they'd used these really amazing environments they built a little bit more. You know, the Masons Guild was great. This one's even better in some ways, but there's just nothing really going on, and that's a bit of a shame. Very atmospheric, very cool to walk around, very fun to explore the first time, but, you know, there's just nothing going on the second time. I feel like there were two skeletons embracing out there, which were by some kind of love poem book or something like that. Yeah. That must be what I was thinking of. Don't know quite what happened to these two, because they must have died to the shadow curse, right? While relaxing up here looking at the stars, so that must have been after the big battle or whatever. Aha! I bet that's the one I was looking for, yeah. We found the other one of these rings a while ago. Now we have the one that lets you cast Warding Bond. Warding Bond, as I said before, is a really cool spell. I like the idea of it a lot. The trouble is just kind of the worst class to have, it's the only one that gets it. Cleric. You know, the first time going through the game, not knowing what the rings were and whatnot, I don't think I grasped before that this wasn't a sweet story, where, like, accidentally the guy gets killed or whatever. His horrible Shar-worshipping evil wife gives him this ring as a trick to get him, you know, horribly killed while she's fine, battling on behalf of Shar. Yeah. Anyway. The rings themselves are pretty neat. That it lets you cast Warding Bond is, you know, just neat, too. Let's cast that maybe on Ballista. Doesn't that make that big a difference? Then we take off the rings. I think that we can go back to the way we were, basically, while still keeping the buff. So there's that back for you. And there's that back for you.
I have such a headache.
I'm still going to keep Warding Bond. So a great way to put that fun spell into play on classes that are actually good at it, whereas Cleric is probably the worst one for the job normally. I enjoy that they put that item in the game. It's great to be able to play around with that fun spell. Anyway, with that, we had an unexpected adventure here. Let's get over to the actual Shadow Horde battle. Let's go and have a look at Halsin and his patient. Much better taken care of than Malice's. So if we bring in the loot that we got from Malice, I can wake up this guy. I assume that's kind of meant to be a parallel there with this sort of, you know, the two very, very different infirmaries, the two very different people standing by, and you get the loot from one of them to wake up the guy in the other one.
Up a tree. He keeps saying.
Although, given how far apart one might be in terms of last time you saw this environment, or how many things you might do after getting to the House of Healing before coming back here or whatever, I feel like that connection could be lost if it was meant to be something the players would notice.
Good. Its music might help restore him.
Good thing the loot survived all this time. I guess he recognizes his own personal loot and not, you know, any other ones we could play for him. Kind of like the inverse of the Princess and the Pea story. He can only be woken by the very fine detail of his particular loot and no other one, rather than can't fall asleep because of some minor inconvenience.
You've been trapped in the Shadowfell for a century.
I like Halsin. He is such a reasonable person in a cast of often very unreasonable characters.
Halsin. Thaniel said to find you. You must help him, please.
I will, but I need to know where Thaniel is. If I venture into the Shadowfell blind, I will never find him.
I'm not sure I can put it into words. The landscape there shifts and changes. Lavender. Whenever I saw Thaniel,
Halsin's making quite a face right now. I don't think he's meant to look so angry about that.
Rest now. Meet me by the lakeshore.
So here comes one of my favorite battles in the game. You have to defend this portal against this giant onslaught of shadow creatures. If you've watched any of my Let's Plays of strategy games and RTSs and whatnot, you know there's a few things I love more than turning a defense mission into a kill all the enemies mission. I'm going to do that this time too. Yeah, over there. That must be the place. Off we go. There's also a treasure that I'm going to grab up later on there. Marcus murdered some guy and buried him with a useful shield. We'll pick that up later.
Pull yourself together.
We're going outside the protection here, I guess. Do we have our entire monstrous horde? Yeah, we probably got enough of them. Yeah, I should do. I should switch up. Actually, no, I want that ring where it is. I want movement speed boost on Karlach, I think, right now. That should be good. We could prep, but I think I wanted to see if I can do it from a standing start, as it were.
I should speak up.
You're here. Good. Now we can begin.
It'd be pretty crazy to say let's do it without knowing what we're doing.
Thaniel is trapped in the Shadowfell, but thanks to your efforts, I know where to look. Now I must go there, alone.
Kind of hand wave reasons why he has to be alone.
No. This opportunity has been 100...
We can go to the Shadowfell ourselves later on, you know, to go save Aelin, but...
And only me.
Would be cool if there's somebody to connect these two plot points. Oh well.
Druid's grandstanding. You have a part to play in this, and I trust you will play it well. With the Oakfather's blessing, I can infiltrate the Shadowfell, but doing so will sap my strength. I'll need your help if I'm to return. I need you to stay here, keep the portal open until I return, and defend it.
Very much just kind of an excuse plot to have us defend this portal against an onslaught, which...
No. If there's any interference with the portal, then our one chance is lost forever. And so am I. I'd rather have you by my side. But this is the only way. It took me years of study, of seeking the Oakfather's favor, to find a way to part the veil. Pray that this works.
I can pray to my pixie. That usually helps against shadow stuff.
Hear me. Aid me. Force open the jaws of darkness. Make passage for your vessel of light. It's ready. I'll return with Thaniel as soon as possible. Stay close to the portal. Buy me what time you can.
You got it, Halsin. Stay close to the portal, he says. I'm sure he wouldn't mind if I went off on a little rampage and killed all these shadow creatures far away from the portal, right? We can't actually see all of them. Some of them are over there in the darkness, but there's a ton of them here. So, I think for this humongous battle, we're going to want to use one of our best and most powerful tools, a haste spore grenade. I've only got one left, but I have been saving all the spores that I got so far, so that will be okay.
Command.
I want to put it on an accessible point of ground, I think. Like there. And then Minthara can pop it. In case you didn't remember, a haste spore grenade creates this cloud that when you walk through it, you get haste, and when it wears off in one turn, you don't get lethargic as you do from a speed potion or whatever. And the cloud lingers for several turns, so that makes it really, really great.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Alright, so we can all get haste. All my monsters want, I can get it too. So the Wraith back there is one of our biggest issues.
Find a route.
Because it resists a lot of damage types and whatnot. But what we can do here, come on, get that haste. There we go. We could do a Spirit Guardians here. Could even be worth upcasting, which it does really well. Every level they add to it gives another d8 damage, which is not just damage, you know, once, but is damage every round, every single target. But I think most of the targets in this battle are pretty flimsy, as I recollect, so I can probably get away with just a level 3 version of it. And she is incredibly fast due to all the boots that I gave her and the haste and whatnot, so she can just run them over like a lawnmower, I think. Oh, Insa killed that one. Nice. Didn't even expect that. The main shadow there resists, or the Wraith that is, resists the damage. It won't die in one shot, but she can then start dashing out of here and get back over to where the other ones are once we finish that one off.
My breath.
So let's have you maybe... Who's the best choice for taking that one out? The Wraith resists most types of damage is the thing, but not magical damage and not force damage. So I think Baldur is a good choice for fighting it.
Choice but to keep going.
So let's have him maybe poke that one and that one. And then he can double poke that one. We could finish it with one more while also going elsewhere. That might be best if we can get another target in range. How much HP do you have? Yeah, you'll do. Didn't we just have a path to you? There we go. Too dark. This is not ideal, but I'm going to go for it like this. Alright. That clears out all of them over there. So now it's time, I think, to... Oh, no, there's still that one. Right. Well, you can maybe finish that thing with, like, air blasts. Let's try that. No? Well, that's fine. You can get other action. I love being able to get extra actions on my summons and whatnot. 3 HP. Even a skeleton might be able to finish you off now. Let's just have it go for that. There we go. Okay, so that frees up Karlach. So Karlach, you come dashing all the way back over here with your super speed. Can we get close enough to that one? There we go, okay. We might need the triple dash so I can get up to those ones too. One thing at a time though.
I'm ready.
You're ready? Alright, haste for you. How many guys are over there? A pilgrim? Those are like 2 HP guys, right? They'll just die if we throw a spike bolt or whatever at them, I think. So we should probably focus most of your efforts then on the Mastiffs. There's another one up there, isn't there? Yeah, just kind of hidden. Okay.
Let's have some carnage.
Can you finish off one of these guys efficiently? You can maybe just shoot that one dead if you get a lucky roll. Let's go for it. There we go. That will probably kill that one. Nice. And but that one just kill the others with Cold Weak? No. Okay. That's fine. There's a severely injured one in there. There's the 2 pilgrims left. Yeah, we'll just go for it like that. Then we'll probably have them use bonus actions to get back to where the cloud is. We're going to keep most of our attackers near the cloud as much as possible, I think. We could just have her sweep them with...
Heading out.
It's playing the victory music, but we're still going, I believe. Little premature on that one.
Fresh orders.
Alright, so that's all under turns, then another horde of guys will spawn. There we go. Some of them just died immediately as they spawned into that Doom AoE that she's got. Let's get that haste. We could void bulb these guys to death in like one go too, but this is even funnier.
Aye, aye.
Alright. So who else is over here hiding in the dark? Groups of... Okay, some pilgrims and there's some tougher guys. Are these like the pilgrims at like 2 HP? So we go for those first, I guess, and mow them down. And then if we get up to there, to where the other ones are, with another dash. They're in light now, so that's ideal for finishing them off efficiently. And then that'll hopefully allow Sari to then backtrack to where he was and keep near the haste for more actions. This is going more smoothly than I remembered it going. On my first run, of course, like I did this, but it was, given I didn't know what to expect, a little bit harder than this. Alright, where's the other one that's up there, up top? Oh, there's still two of them, okay. Can I hit that guy? Shadow Curse Flaming Fist? Yeah, that one. That's the one we want. And that one, okay. No, we got that one too. Lucky critical there.
Now this is my happy place.
These bushes are hard to see into sometimes. Can we get close enough to damage them? There we go. Another one bites the dust. No, got them all. No need to even bring Ballista on this one. Alright, let's get back over there. And likewise with you, let's get back over there. And we'll all end our turns.
Time to push my luck again.
It's not letting me like fast end turns here for whatever reason. Bring him on.
I got this.
Can I have the haste spores, please? There we go. Okay.
No surrender.
That killed that one instantly? Nice, lucky roll there. Okay.
Never a dull.
I think, as before, that Ballista is probably the best one to finish them off. Do we have any low HP guys there that get killed easy? Not yet, but we can change that. So we'll have him poke that one. Another blast would probably instant kill it. I might just go for that and be a little lazy there. There we go. So that's another action he's got now.
I'm heating up. Count on me.
Let's dash and bring the light over that way. And who else? There's a whole crowd of them over there. Okay.
Let's turn someone inside out.
You've got another set of beams for us, don't you?
Bloody fray.
Yeah, I bet we can blast you down and you for severe injury. There we go. Sure, let's poke that guy too.
Alright, Karlak. It's go time.
Alright. So I guess we can have someone like an air elemental teleport over, that would work, or a star you can go for that one. Get that haste first. Okay.
This will do nicely.
Alright, another one down. That frees up Karlak to keep on moving.
Heading out.
So they're all injured but alive. Okay. I could shoot an arrow of many targets and wipe them, I think. Is there just that one zealot over there? We might not even need the arrow of many targets in that case. We've got air elementals, we've got things like that coming. Let's see how much progress we make just firing away with the offhand shot at that guy. It's pretty good. Yeah, we can probably finish that one off with Karlak getting over there. So in that case, we can probably just finish these guys off with ordinary attacks, I think. Maybe throw a bomb to finish a bunch of them at once, we'll see. Alright, can get back nearly to the haste, so that's good. Minthara, you can finish those guys off pretty easy. You've still got actions even. Alright, get into those haste spores, random skeleton. Let's do this. Breathe them in with the lungs you don't have. Try again. Nice. Air elementals. Let's get you in on this too. Alright, how about you blast down that one? And how about you blast down that one? And that should free up Karlach to go after this one next. Can we get close enough to damage it? There we go. Another victory fanfare.
Under their noses.
Alright, I think that might be the last round of them. Finished prematurely here. Forget about buying time, House, and we'll just take on the whole Shadow Horde.
It's done. I have him.
I do appreciate that they made the fight end early if you just wiped them all out there. So they were aware of that possibility and did a good job. Some RTSs that have survival chapters end early, and some ones don't when you win survival chapters by just massacring the enemy. So I appreciate that they were ready for the possibility here.
It can't be. No. But some part of him is missing. He's
Just give him the humanity, he'll be fine.
hollow. I need to examine him back at the camp. Come see us when you can.
Alright, so we'll pick up with more of the Breaking the Shadow Curse quest next time. And also with a secret item buried over here on this beach.
Alright, what now?
That was a good chunk of XP. We're about halfway up to the next level now. Nice. Thank you for watching. And a special thank you to my Patreon supporters. Master Knight DH, Jackie, and Lino, Travis, Carlo Andrea 97, Cthulhu's Mom, Oliver, Andrew Curzon, Troobsy, Skill Rap, Gregory, William Wakefield, Danny Hall, Jeffrey Morse, Just, Becca, Jack, Mashas01, Jacob Marshall, Nubiana, Till Fisher, Discord Colossus, Nicholas Schmuck, Kostia Nesterovich, Goman Blackrock, Dodo King 4, Marcin Bialek, Techno Waffle, Nebular, I Loop, Michael Francis, Emperor Kong 420, Robin Mackey, Micken Balls, Stygian Flamey, Micah Murray, Christopher Allen, Stefan Van Zyl, Eddie, Wendy, Ali Kasamoglu, Lucas Riverola, Skylar Sauce, Nick Myers, Bethany James, Emp Ninjas, Previn, Mango Jelly, and Chupaton. Have a great day, everyone.